You have exactly 24 hours in Hiroshima. Here's how to make every minute count across 9 essential stops that span 4 centuries of history. Most people think one day isn't enough, but I'm about to prove them wrong. The secret is understanding that Hiroshima operates on multiple timelines simultaneously. Feudal Japan, wartime tragedy, and modern recovery all exist in the same space. Follow this precise itinerary and you'll experience the most complete historical journey possible in any single city. Your alarm goes off at 5:30 a.m. because you need to catch the 6 a.m. ferry from Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park Pier to Miyajima Island. This early start puts you ahead of the tourist crowds and lets you witness something truly special. The 10-minute ferry ride across Hiroshima Bay carries you back 1,400 years to Japan's spiritual foundations. You arrive at Itsukushima Shrine just as sunrise illuminates the famous floating torii gate. The morning light transforms this UNESCO World Heritage Site into something mystical. Most visitors rush through here in 2 hours, snapping photos and moving on. They miss the deeper meaning. This sacred island represents one of Japan's 3 most scenic views. But more importantly, it embodies the Shinto beliefs about harmony with nature that would later shape Hiroshima's entire approach to peace and recovery. Watch how the changing tides reveal different perspectives of the shrine. At high tide, the torii appears to float on water. At low tide, you can walk right up to it. By 9:30 a.m., you're walking into the Hiroshima Prefectural Art Museum, a sleek modern building that bridges the gap between spiritual reflection and historical understanding. This cultural hub holds an extraordinary collection that tells Hiroshima's story through artistic expression rather than historical documents. The museum houses artworks that survived the atomic bombing alongside contemporary pieces created in response to the tragedy. You'll spend 90 minutes moving through galleries where destruction and creation engage in an ongoing conversation. Local artists process their trauma through paint, sculpture, and mixed media, transforming personal pain into universal messages of resilience. The museum's strategic location next to Shukkeien Garden creates a cultural district where beauty persisted despite devastation. Artists documented the city's transformation from rubble to renewal, showing how creative expression became essential for community healing. These galleries reveal how Hiroshima's residents used art as both witness and therapy, preparing you to understand the deeper emotional layers of the memorial sites you'll encounter next. At 11 a.m., you step through the entrance of Shukkeien Garden and enter a world frozen in 1620. Tea master Ueda Soko designed this circular tour-style garden using feudal Japan's aesthetic principles. You need exactly 60 minutes to walk the winding paths around the central pond and understand his genius. The garden creates mountains, valleys, rivers, and lakes in miniature scale. The central pond contains 14 islands representing the 14 islands in Hiroshima's nearby inland sea. Soko incorporated the surrounding mountains as backdrop, making this compact space feel vast and connected to the natural world beyond its borders. This garden was completely destroyed in 1945. Survivors sought shelter here, drinking from these same ponds. The restoration began immediately after the war, reopening in 1951 with remains of bombing victims interred in the grounds. The meticulous rebuilding followed Soko's original design principles exactly. You're walking through Hiroshima's commitment to preserving cultural heritage while embracing renewal. At 12:15 p.m., you climb the steps of Hiroshima Castle, also known as Carp Castle. The original 5-story keep was completely destroyed in 1945. But the 1958 reconstruction shows you exactly how the Asano clan ruled this region for 250 years. You need 75 minutes to explore the museum inside and understand how this castle shaped pre-war Hiroshima's character. The museum displays artifacts from the Asano family's reign, showing their role in developing maritime trade routes through the Seto Inland Sea. These feudal lords established the merchant networks and civic institutions that created Hiroshima's strong community bonds. The exhibits detail how the castle served as both military fortress and cultural center, hosting tea ceremonies and poetry gatherings that influence local traditions. Head to the top floor for panoramic views of modern Hiroshima built around these historic grounds. The city integrated the castle site into contemporary urban planning, preserving this feudal foundation within the modern landscape. This demonstrates how Hiroshima honors its samurai heritage while embracing progress. Before we continue with our one-day Hiroshima itinerary, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more travel guides just like this one. At 1:45 p.m., you stand before the skeletal remains of what was once the Industrial Promotion Hall. Czech architect Jan Letzel designed this building in 1915 with a distinctive dome and reinforced concrete structure. When the atomic bomb exploded almost directly overhead on August 6, 1945, this became the only building left standing near the hypocenter. The dome survived because of Letzel's earthquake-resistant design and the building's mathematical geometry. The reinforced concrete construction and the dome's curved shape deflected the blast downward rather than allowing complete collapse. Every other structure within this radius was completely destroyed. For decades after the war, Hiroshima residents debated whether to preserve or demolish these painful ruins. Some wanted to erase the reminder of tragedy. Others argued for preservation as historical evidence. The preservation side won, and UNESCO designated the dome as a World Heritage Site in 1996. You need 30 minutes here to absorb the reality of nuclear destruction made visible through architecture. At 2:15 p.m., you enter Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park, architect Kenzo Tangei's carefully planned memorial complex. Every monument sits in precise alignment. The memorial cenotaph frames the atomic bomb dome in perfect view. The memorial mound contains ashes of 70,000 unidentified victims. The peace flame burns continuously until all nuclear weapons disappear from Earth. You need 90 minutes inside the Peace Memorial Museum. The exhibits display personal belongings, survivor testimonies, and medical evidence showing radiation effects. Melted lunchboxes, torn school uniforms, and stopwatches tell individual stories. The museum explains immediate destruction and long-term health consequences affecting generations. Tange designed the park as a pilgrimage route. You move from remembrance at the cenotaph to contemplation in the museum to commitment at the flame. Each stop builds deeper understanding about nuclear warfare's human cost. Hiroshima chose education over revenge, creating humanity's most comprehensive nuclear warfare classroom. At 4 p.m., you approach the bronze figure of Sadako Sasaki, rising above millions of colorful paper cranes from around the world. This 12-year-old developed leukemia from radiation exposure 10 years after the bombing. She believed folding 1,000 origami cranes would grant her wish for healing. Sadako completed 644 cranes before dying in 1955. You spend 20 minutes reading the inscription, "This is our cry, this is our prayer," for building peace in this world, while watching fresh crane deliveries arrive from schools across 6 continents. Children worldwide continue sending paper cranes to honor Sadako's memory. The monument transforms innocent victims into powerful advocates for nuclear abolition. Sadako's classmates raise funds for this memorial, making children central to Hiroshima's peace message. Her story inspired global peace education programs in thousands of schools. Origami cranes became universal symbols of healing and hope. Personal tragedy became a movement transcending borders and generations through the simple act of paper folding. At 4:30 p.m., you step into Hondori Shopping Street, Hiroshima's main pedestrian arcade buzzing with energy and life. This covered shopping district stretches for several blocks and houses over 200 shops, restaurants, and entertainment venues. The contrast hits you immediately. You're walking through vibrant commercial life just minutes from the solemn memorial sites you've experienced. You spend 60 minutes exploring this reconstructed commercial heart that demonstrates Hiroshima's complete urban recovery. International brands like Uniqlo and H&M sit alongside local boutiques selling Hiroshima specialty goods. Department stores display the latest fashion while traditional craft shops offer handmade souvenirs. The street pulses with teenagers, families, and office workers going about their daily routines. This mix of global and local businesses shows how Hiroshima embraced international culture while keeping its unique identity. Hondori proves that real peace means more than remembering tragedy. It means creating thriving communities where people live, work, and celebrate everyday life. At 5:45 p.m., you enter Okonomimura, a 4-story building packed with 25 different okonomiyaki vendors. Each stall serves Hiroshima's signature layered pancake made with cabbage, noodles, egg, and your choice of protein. You spend 90 minutes sampling different vendors' approaches to this local comfort food. Hiroshima-style okonomiyaki developed from wartime scarcity ingredients. Families stretched limited supplies by layering cabbage and noodles into filling meals. After 1945, this dish became a symbol of resourcefulness and community survival. Vendors perfected their recipes and opened competing stalls throughout the city. The communal atmosphere at Okonomimura shows how food culture strengthens social bonds during recovery. Families gather around hot griddles while vendors chat with regular customers. Friendly competition between stalls creates energy and pride. Each vendor claims their recipe is the best in Hiroshima. This building represents modern Hiroshima's confident culture that celebrates abundance while remembering scarcity. You finish eating by 7:15 p.m., having tasted how community spirit gets served on every plate. This 13-hour journey proves Hiroshima operates as a living time machine. You experience 4 centuries in perfect harmony, 1620 gardens, feudal castles, wartime memorials, and modern shopping districts. This speedrun demonstrates that understanding history requires experiencing it chronologically and emotionally, not just reading about it. Hiroshima's greatest lesson goes beyond war or peace. This city shows how communities honor their entire timeline while building toward hope. Ancient spirituality, samurai heritage, atomic tragedy, and contemporary prosperity all coexist in the same neighborhoods. Let me know in the comments which stop surprised you most. Hit that like button if this itinerary helped you plan your visit, and subscribe for more Japan travel guides.